Fuckery. Fuckery. Fuckery.
Let's go. Don't wanna give me no job. Me gal I got long bad. She a ask money me no have. Just do the dance move, get mad. 2 times to the left.
What's going on, people? Gully Chris reactions. So tonight, another top 10 SCPs. Another SCP video. I think the other one was top 5 dangerous SCP, whatever. This one's top 10 SCPs that could save the world. I think SCP-3562 or whatever. Does it say 2? I can't because the play button is blocking it. Isn't this the same one that they said that tries to scare people? So this one could save the world now? I thought it was like dangerous. I know it was like scaring people, but not really hurting people, just to like for its own amusement, because it's like a geeky, goofy SCP. But anyway, I think 2 people are going to enjoy this: Orland and Brazilian Dutchy, because we've been talking about ports a lot, So I got this Quinta de Noval, but Noval Black. I guess this is like another reserve. So Noval Black Porto, the color of the intensely concentrated grapes, bursting with flavors of juicy red fruits and sweet spice that endow this port wine with its seductive personality. Enjoy Noval Black chilled before dinner, or as an indulgent treat with dark chocolate at any time, from the legendary Quinta de Noval since 1715, producing the finest ports and wines in Portugal. All I gotta say is this one has like a unique, like reddish purple color. A very unique smell. This does not smell like any other ports that I've had. A lot of the other ports smell exactly the same. The rubies smell the same. The tawny smell the same. The reserves. This one kind of smells like a smokiness. I don't even know. That is fucking amazing. Wow. This is why I love this shit. This is why I fucking love ports. I know it's fucking sweet and I'm, trying to watch that with my working out, but oh my God. It tastes like some other ports, but it's like I'm smelling like leather. It's like it has its own unique smell, and it tastes like the smell of leather. I smell the leather, but it also tastes like the smell of leather. But I also taste, while I'm doing that swirly thing in my mouth, like how these experts do, it's like I'm tasting the smell of leather, but like I'm also tasting how a port tastes, like a ruby, like a reserve or a vintage. Because I know like these reserves, I think this is considered like a reserve, the Black Porto. I mean, maybe that's what they're calling it. I taste the red fruits. I'm tasting that, and I just burped. But this is fucking amazing. This is different, but it's amazing. Anyway, now to the video.
SCP Foundation, what have you got for us today? At first I was like, another SCP video. I can't handle all of the world-ending drama. But then I realized the title of today's video is actually the top 10 SCP that could save the world, which is a relief. So hello again, I am your host Rebecca Felgate, and I hope you like my list. Before we get deep into this video, why don't you let me know what you think the cutest SCP is? Let a gal know in the comments section down below. And I think the cutest is our number 10 on on the list. While you're down there in the comments, why don't you absolute beauts leave me a thumbs up and do tell a friend about me and the
This is
channel.
blazing.
Also down there in the description are source links and social media links, so go crazy. But not literally, because that would be bad. If you guys don't know yet, we have a brand new channel called Tier List. I think you should head on over. It's basically a victory collection of some of the hosts from our other channels, and we are ranking things into tiers, including hot sauce, and I'm the champion. So head on over, give it a watch. Alright, SCPs, good SCPs. What do we have? Coming into number 10, we have SCP-2558J, kittens. Yes, I knew that actually saving the world would come down to kittens in the end. SCP-2558J is a specimen of SCP that looked like a group of, yes, a group of kittens. Eee, squee. They're very friendly and affectionate and are observed to make Foundation members feel a lot better. When the SCP are threatened, they inflate into a ball of fluff the size of a football and begin mewing, which tugs on the parental instincts of all those nearby. All SCP-2558Js are hypoallergenic too. How could they save the world? Because cute kittens. Why not give these as pets to everyone and they would like absolutely chill out? Get one of these to Kim Jong-un, I'm sure he'd pipe down. Putin, want a little kitty? Of course he does. World peace could definitely be solved through balls of fluff. Now the only small issue here is that they can be used as grenades, but that really is a separate thing. Mew. Coming in at number 9,
That's
also
actually a good
pretty
idea.
cute, we have SCP-999. Frown less,
999.
smile more. 999 just wants you to be happy, and I honestly think that happiness can change the world.
Oh, that reminds me of
SCP-999
like a-
is a jelly
like a po-
massive
looks like a
orange
Pokemon,
slime.
right?
Jelly actually makes me feel
Yeah.
pretty queasy. Although this SCP does sound like a good jelly, if such a thing exists. The SCP is roughly my size and weight, but can shapeshift. Now it's described as being playful and dog-like, and can cause mass immediate euphoria to all of those exposed to it. 999 loves to hug and nuzzle, and I'm not sure how I personally feel about this one, but it also loves to tickle too. Now I'm ticklish, so I don't know if I'm keen, but other than this,
Don't
the
tickle
SCP
me.
does sound
No,
cute.
get away from
This
me.
is the section of the SCP Foundation
tickle
notes
me,
which
I'm gonna
I'm
think
most
something
interested
fruity of
in.
you.
Let me read it to you.
Fruity.
While the creature will interact with anyone, it seems to have a special interest in those who are unhappy or hurt in any way. Persons suffering from crippling depression or PTSD, for example, have reported feeling a far more positive outlook on life after multiple interactions with the SCP. The notes also refer to 999 having a positive impact on SCP-682, which is one of the most omnicidal of them all.
Oh, yeah. The
SCP-999
fucking alligator that's
press.
fucking, like,
Coming into number
invincible.
8, we have SCP-458. Okay, I actually think that we should all get on board with this one. SCP-458 is an unwavering and constantly replenishing supply of your favorite pizza, although it has to be Little
Oh.
Caesars, or so it seems.
Hell no!
SCP presents
Little
as a
Caesars
pizza
sucks!
box, and whenever a person opens it up, it has the uncanny ability to present as a very edible and delicious pizza of that person's
Well, it better be
choosing.
better
The
than
notes
fucking
read that it can
Little
generate Any
Caesars.
type of pizza that a person desires. For me, it would be like a Little Caesars version of Papa John's veggie pizza with garlic butter.
Well,
or a legit
anything but
Italian
fucking
pizza
Little
with tomato
Caesars.
sauce, fresh basil and mozzarella.
Fuck.
Yum. It always comes back to me dreaming about food, doesn't it? What would the
Listen,
pizza in the
growing
box
up in the
be for you?
tri-state area,
Please let me know in the comments
we don't
section
wanna
down
hear nothing
below.
about no Papa
So,
John's or
how can this
fucking
save the world?
Little
Well,
Caesars or
free
fucking
pizza. If free
none of
pizza
that.
doesn't save humanity, I honestly
You get the best
don't
pizza
know
from the
what
mom
will.
and pop
Coming into number
shops.
7, similar,
Italian-owned
we have
pizzerias.
SCP-294, the vending
Or even
machine.
Albanian, too.
294 appears to be a coffee machine, but it can produce any liquid
Oh, this
that the
fucking
user
piece of shit.
requests, which of course actually makes it kind of dangerous. Sure, you could ask the machine for a cup of coffee, a cup of wine, beer, a cocktail, a juice of any variety, pure water, but it can also pour a fresh cup of blood, pure acid, poison, whatever is requested in liquid form. While this is kind of scary, this also could be used to save the world if an endless supply of fresh water was requested. There are a lot of thirsty people without access to safe drinking water right now. Also, medicines can be requested too. It seems like one can ask the vending machine for liquid cures, and it will oblige. Next up at number 6, I guess this is kind of similar to the vending machine idea, but it is a lot less novel, and therefore more likely to just be used for purpose. Next up, we have SCP-006, the Liquid Health. SCP-006 is a very small spring located 60 kilometers west of Astrakhan. The liquid emitted from the spring has been chemically identified as simple mineral water. It actually has the unusual property of quote-unquote health. The Foundation notes seem to suggest that the SCP has the ability to regenerate DNA, repair damaged tissue, and stimulate the immune system. If water from this spring was bottled, it could help fight illness across the world, saving us from plagues and pestilence.
I'm
The
gonna
only
dive in
issue
there
would
real
be
quick.
those in charge of mass bottling the tonic. If it fell into greedy hands, it could be used to make a lot of money and only help those who can afford it, which is already a key theme in what is wrong with the world we live in today. At number 5, we have SCP-1508. While I'm pretty wary of SCP-1508, I'm cautiously optimistic it could be beneficial to society. 1508 is a wee little robot that wants to assist humans. It helps tidy and perform tasks, as well as engaging in menial activities. Now, my only concern here is that the SCP seems to be manufactured by the mysterious and kind of untrustworthy Dr. One Detainment. The SCP was found with documentation that reads, "Does doing chores turn you into a total drag? Is Mum yelling at you to pick up your room so much that you called her a hag?" Well, my friends, now comes a new friend from Dr. One Detainment, creator of General Beep and Robo Dude. His name is Mikey, the chore buddy. Copyright. He can do anything Mum and Dad want, so you can get back to having fun with your friends.
That's
right?
fucking
Doesn't
great.
that sound great?
I need a
Still,
robot.
I do
Help
think
me
that
clean up
task
my room.
robots could be used to perform jobs
Do my
like
laundry,
tidying
please.
the streets or recycling and keeping the world clean, which actually would be really useful. My concern was slightly piqued by the small print though. Let me read it to you. It says, "Batteries not included. If your Mikey the chore buddy, copyright, begins to act out, refuse to work, writes funny things, or just plain gets a bad attitude, send him back to us for a refurbishment. Just pay shipping and handling." Why is Mikey getting a bad attitude, and what does that mean for us? Is this the robot takeover? Maybe I ended the world by trying to save it. Yikes. Coming into number 4, we have SCP-500. SCP-500 is a small plastic bottle containing 47 red pills that can seemingly cure, well,
So far, the
anything
only one
within
I-
2 hours. The pill has been used to cure seemingly
Is the fucking,
incurable issues and
coffee
ailments that have
machine.
arisen with exposure to other SCPs and, so far, incurable diseases. The issue here is that there are only 47 of these magic pills in the stockpile, so nowhere near enough to save humanity if we all needed one. But the reason they could, in theory, be so helpful is if scientists could study them and replicate their chemical makeup. So far, attempts have been unsuccessful, but that doesn't mean the potential isn't there. Coming into number 3, we have SCP-2203, the Love Test. All you need is love. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Any chance, any time to sing the Beatles, I'll do it. I had to. SCP-2203 is an amusement box like you would find on a
typical.
seaside pier. It's made of chestnut
That was-
wood, brass, glass, and seems kind of ye olde. Engraved on the brass plate at the front is the following: "Find the one for you, test your love, and find that one special someone you're destined to spend the rest of your life with. Your sweetheart is waiting." I guess with this machine, it actually is possible to find the one. The love box dispenses a note displaying the name
Where
and
can I
address of a
locate it?
person, along with a few words of
I
advice
need to
about
locate it.
approaching them. Those who have sought them out have reported immediate bonds, and in many cases have gone on to live long and happy lives with them. Maybe if everyone on the planet could find their someone, things would actually be a lot easier and we'd all enjoy a better quality of life.
I agree.
Here's hoping. Coming into number 2, we have SCP-2000. So SCP-2000 is literally a world saver, although the Foundation do not want anyone to know about it. The SCP is disguised as a park ranger station in Yellowstone. The SCP is literally kept there in case of a K-class scenario, a world ender. It's intended to be a reboot of society. The SCP regenerates physical humans and repopulates the world, and it seems that the SCP has actually been activated at least twice in the past without you knowing, which is, concerning. I guess the SCP doesn't so much save the world, but replaces humanity so that we don't completely die out. Finally, coming into number 1, we
Kill us
have
all.
SCP-009J. So, let me read you a little SCP nursery rhyme. SCP-009J is missing.
So I guess the
Where
other
has it gone? Is it under the
3-6
table?
whatever.
Was it sat upon?
Maybe I think that was
Is
just
it
like a
there on the
thumbnail.
ceiling? Is it under the rug? Was it gobbled right up by a quantum pill bug? Did it run through the tunnel? Did it fall down the stairs? Was it sent back in time to a carnival fair? Did it get on a train to a faraway place? Is it located in a falsified beacon from space? Did it fall in an oobleck and data
Who lives in a
expunged?
pineapple under the
If it
tree?
clogged
What the
up
fuck?
sink, would it have to be plunged? Just where has SCP-009 9J gone to? Oh wait, that's right, the SCP is you! Ba ba ba! Drum roll, I knew that we were all SCPs all along. And actually, if we are, we've gotten out of hand. Although I have to say, if anyone can save the world, it is you and me. If the 7.5 billion humans on Earth are all SCPs, I can't think of anyone better to make or break the planet than SCP-009J, you. Collectively, humans can decide to go to war or end war, hunger, and end all the other bad stuff. So, you know, better get our act together and be good SCPs. Well, that was that, wasn't it? What do you think about world-saving SCPs? Do you like them more than world enders? Which of these would you give the Nobel Peace Prize? I'm going with the kittens, because meow. Before I go, I'm just going to read some comments from the top 10 scary, mysterious skulls found throughout history. St. Dan said, hey, Rebecca, what an oddly fascinating video. Great as per. Thank you. Ananya Singh said, early today, also nice dress, Rebecca. And the Pyramid of Giza is impossible to exist without some extraterrestrial help. That comment is such a roller coaster, I don't even know where to go, but thank you so much for the compliment. So guys, do let me know what you thought of this video. Did you love it? Do you like world-saving SCPs better than world-ending, or should we get back to the Destructicons? Also, which SCP do you think is the cutest? Finally, do make sure you check out tier list. I actually think that maybe we should rank some SCPs just for you guys. Let me know what you think, and also let me know what you want us to rank in the future. I'm your host, Rebecca Felgate. Leave a thumbs up on this video, and I'll see you guys soon.
Numbers like taken now. It's
Didn't
like
make one mistake. Didn't make one mistake.
I like the fit though. That the black with the red belt. That's a nice fit. I like it. Anyway, that was pretty freaking good. You know, SCPs that could save the world instead of destroying the world. Maybe that'll be next. Is there another SCP video that says destroying the world? I think there is. I just haven't saw it, but I think the other one was, yeah, that's it. A threat to the world. Maybe, I don't know, whatever. I like this SCP stuff, man. It's different. It's like its own universe. It's like a Marvel kind of thing. It's like its own thing, and I can't believe, like, you know what I mean, it's out there, but like, it's not like mainstream. Probably should be, you know what I mean? Because it has their own ideas of different, like, entities or whatever it is. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share, and there was some, who was it I was talking to about the Scarlet King? I think I gotta find a video about the Scarlet King. I think that's like one of the most strongest, most dangerous fucking SCPs. So yeah.